Good morning. It is Friday, October 22nd, 2021, and I am back here for Daily Shakeup number 410. And today we are talking about flies. Nope, sorry. Hope you're not disappointed. We're actually talking about feedback again. I'm going on a thread of feedback this week. You see the picture behind me, the fly, is the answer to this question. When is the best time to provide feedback? Answer is on the fly, which means right now, as close as possible to the moment. There's a couple of reasons for this. Let's first of all get really practical. The further distance that the feedback experience and communication happens from the event or the situation, the less likely it is to happen. Why? Number one, because it gets forgotten, obviously. Number two is if it doesn't happen almost immediately, now we get our mindset of we got to schedule the feedback. And when we think schedule, the process of scheduling alone takes probably more time than the feedback itself would have taken. Think about that reality. The scheduling of feedback time usually takes more than the feedback would have taken in the moment or on the fly. In addition, the more we think about scheduling, we tend to block time. Well, let's block 15 minutes or a half hour, when in fact, most feedback can happen in just a couple of minutes, right? Especially praise and blessing with someone how well they did. That usually doesn't take a long time. By the way, hint, spoiler alert from perhaps a future video, that doesn't mean great job, because frankly, that's not feedback and it's almost not worth your time. But that's another topic for down the road. So first of all, if it doesn't happen right now, immediately, not likely to happen or less likely because it's going to have to be scheduled. And if we have to schedule it, it becomes a project. And we want to avoid projects because we have so many other projects and priorities. Let's talk about another very important reason that feedback needs to happen on the fly right now. It's the time that people can take the most from it, especially if you're giving the kind of feedback that's really rich and robust, because whether it's praise or an opportunity to improve. And as I said yesterday, ideally, we're going to ask questions, perhaps even use the feedback loop. But the closer in time, the more detailed the feedback can be, therefore more meaningful. And if it's improvement feedback, it's easier for the person who's getting the feedback to remember everything that was going on. If you wait even a few hours, certainly a day or a couple of days or a week, and this, I've seen it happen, folks, it's going on a month or more and the feedback hasn't happened. Now it becomes, hey, do you remember in that meeting a couple hours ago or 3 days ago or a month ago? Here's what happened. Here's what you did. Do you remember that project? People don't even remember what they had lunch for that day, let alone some events weeks or even hours ago. So if you want to give great feedback, the best way to do that time-wise is right now on the fly, immediately after it happens. And if now is not the time, for really good reasons, either there's such pressing business that's more important than the feedback that helps people grow and develop and feel empowered and uplifted and supported. Hint, hint, that means it's really important. But if it can't happen now, or if it's not a good time right now for the person who's going to receive the feedback for whatever reason, they're not able to be present, maybe they've got some emotions going on, you talk about let's do it within 24 hours. But don't schedule it. Grab 5 minutes. If you can't do high quality feedback in 5 minutes or less, then you need to get better at feedback. So that's it for today. A lesson from the fly to remember the best feedback is rich and detailed, and it's now on the fly. That's it for today. Keep taking care of yourself and everyone around you. By all means, stay connected.